Wildcat Central, I'm Tim Decker here with IW women's basketball head coach Steve Brooks after a 73-63 loss to Hastings College in the second round of the NAIA tournament. And coach, tonight was a night different than Wednesday. Got out to a quick 11-2 start on Wednesday tonight. Not exactly the fastest start you probably would have liked.
No, I thought we were playing really tight. I told the kids that I felt like you can want something too much, and I think we were trying to play offense at 10 speed. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them were trying to play, they were too wired for the game. We needed to slow down, play our game, try to get some ball reversals, let things happen a little bit, but we just, we didn't get off to the kind of start we needed to get off. We gave ourselves a chance. We got back in it. We didn't play well. We were only down 4 at the half, but then we faltered at the beginning of the second half again and let them get a lead on us, and had to fight like crazy to get it into overtime. And we got it into overtime, and then we quit playing the way we were playing to get it into overtime. So I guess that falls back on me as the coach. I should have done a better job coaching them in that last 5-minute period.
The play of Taylor Gosher and Emma Stahl really seemed to drive this team tonight. A lot of attacking the basket seemed to be kind of the game plan tonight. The play for both of them, even coming up short, was still big for your team tonight.
Yeah, and they had, you can't fault the effort of these kids. Our kids play hard. They didn't quit. They gave themselves a chance. We just didn't get it done. Hastings College is a very good team. They're well coached. They understand their strengths, and they play to their strengths. And my hat's off to them.
Sure.
We got beat by a team that was better than we are. So.
Inside play tonight seemed to also be a big role there inside with the two big post players for Hastings. Valso Haskell, I thought, did a good job. It just seemed like couldn't get enough defensive stops when you need them late in this one.
No, we couldn't. We didn't play big possessions well at all. There were some big possessions where we needed to get a stop, and we didn't do it. The shot clock ran down, and we let them drive it to the basket for a layup. We break down at the last second, and we let them throw it into their post kid. And she finished plays. And, when we fouled her, she went to the free throw line, and she made her free throws. And she is. We knew that. We knew she's a 79, 80% free throw shooter. You don't want to foul her. Right. We just didn't do a very good job.
One final question. The season 27-8, I mean, we talked about the other night. It seemed like people would say it's a down year, but it really wasn't again for IW basketball. How in the world, I know it's just quick after a loss, but how in the world do you put a cap on this season? Thoughts on that as we wrap things up here?
Well, we heard it all year. Everywhere we went, what's wrong? We're not going to win a national championship every year. I wish we could.
Yeah.
And we're not going to win 35 games every year.
Yeah.
27-8 is not a bad record.
Exactly.
But we had a lot of people questioning what was going on, what was wrong, and I felt like our kids, under the circumstances, played for the most part all the way through the season up to their potential, and that's all anybody can ask. We've lost to good basketball teams. We lost to the number 1 team in the country who's undefeated 3 times. We lost to the number 4 team in the NAIA in Division I once. We lose to Hastings, who's nationally ranked in the top 10, and we're ranked number 1 at one point in this season. We didn't lose to bad teams, and we were competitive.
Exactly.
We've got 1 senior playing. We've got everybody back. So hopefully we can build on this experience and come back next year and try to do it better.
Sure. Well, thank you, Coach, for joining us. Thank you for dealing with us across the tournament, across the season. We appreciate it. Head Coach Steve Brooks here, and I am Tim Decker for Wildcat Central.